described the Broncos' visit with JK Dobbins as nice. He said on Twitter, Broncos and JK Dobbins had a nice visit. He was in the Broncos building today. Per source, no signing imminent, but veteran running back remains on the Broncos roster. Here's what Sean Payton talked about yesterday while JK Dobbins was in the building.
Another good football player that we've seen firsthand, I've seen for a while. And, just the importance of that position group. We really like the group right now we're working with. It's just another opportunity to possibly bring in another good football player to help us win.
Look, at this time yesterday, you thought there was an 80% chance they get a deal done with Dobbins yesterday. I thought it was like 90%. It didn't happen yet, I guess, but what's your reaction to a deal not getting done?
Okay, it's all good. All good. Not the biggest deal in the world. I still think there's a possibility that it gets done. Maybe you're sending a message to your young guys. Let's get going a little bit here, guys. There's other guys out there that we can bring in here. And then Sean Payton did say there is an importance to the running back position. And it hasn't been good enough around here, not even close. So you have a really young group. And now you I don't know, maybe the Broncos want to wait a little bit longer, see how these young guys develop, and then circle back to a veteran type of guy. Maybe JK Dobbins needs a little time to think about maybe the contract offer that was out there from the Denver Broncos. So a lot of different factors could come into play here why he didn't sign. So I'm good. I'm good. And if they don't sign a veteran guy, that's telling me they feel good about their depth there. They feel good about the young guys. I'm not going to make a big deal about this one way or the other.
I can't.
No, you're already.
I can't.
You're panicking about Dobbins?
I'm not panicking. I just can't blow it off because we got talking about it yesterday, and we both kind of agreed that, as the offseason went along, we weren't exactly blown away by this running back room. RJ Harvey, Audric Estime, Jaleel McLaughlin, Badie. And when the idea of signing Dobbins was being talked about, we both kind of agreed, deep in our gut, we just didn't feel like that room was good enough that it could use a veteran addition. And so how can you feel that way yesterday and then come on today and just kind of blow it off as no big deal? I can't. And I think also the other thing, Stoke, is I think the Broncos kind of telegraphed to us how they feel about their room. You've had 3 months since free agency started, 3 months to do something about adding a running back. And this late in the process, after an OTA last week, now you decide to bring in JK Dobbins? And plus the other thing, too, is that, come on, it's not like there's a lot of free agents out there and it's a bidding war and a feeding frenzy. We're way past that. So I would think by now you knew damn well what you were going to pay or be willing to pay for J.K. Dobbins, and you probably knew, and Dobbins knew probably what his number was at this point. So the fact that a deal didn't get done,
wait, but I got to ask you.
It's kind of a letdown for me.
I got to ask you, so what are the Broncos telling us about their running back room? You said they're telling us.
I don't think they love it.
Well, if they don't love it, then guess what? They got running backs out there. Go sign Nick Chubb. I mean, you got plenty of running backs that you can sign, right, so I'm just saying.
So you're with me, though. You will be, what, fill in the blank if they do not sign a veteran running back by the time training camp starts. I'll be, my word, I'll use worried.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine because then they're telling me they feel good about their running back room. And they want to continue to watch and try to develop these young guys. And guess what? There'll be guys that become available, Mike. So, look, hey, deep breath, buddy. Goodness, we're June. You're panicking about the running back room. And we'll see what happens. Let it play out. Okay, let it play out. Let's see how this thing looks in training camp. Maybe they sign somebody tomorrow. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's 2 weeks into training camp. There will be guys available to help the running back room out. The Broncos are telling me right now they feel okay with their room. They're fine with it. Okay, that's what they're telling me. If not, you would sign someone.
I'm not hearing that.
Why wouldn't you sign someone yet?
Well, because you are still dealing with the Russell Wilson cap hit. You don't have unlimited money, and you probably feel like there is a line, at least for now, that you got to draw in the sand when it comes to how much you'll pay for a running back like Dobbins. But I'm just telling you what I think the intent, the message that they sent us. You don't bring in JK Dobbins 3 months after free agency started and 1 week after you had an OTA and had a chance to see these guys out on the grass, and now decide you want to bring in JK Dobbins and tell me that you're just kicking the tires on the guy.
Well, Sean Payton said, hey, he just told us how important the running back group is and how he values them. So if you didn't like your group or think it has potential, you would sign someone. It's not like it's going to be – you're not going to pay J.K. Dobbins $10 million. You're not. So the price that you're going to be paying these running backs that are still left in the free agent market isn't going to be a lot. It's not like, oh, my gosh, we can't afford that contract. No, come on. Come on. We can afford it.
So if they go into training camp with a running back room of RJ Harvey, Audric Estime, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Tyler Badie, you will be what?
I think for the second time in like
I want it on the record, nice and clear.
For the second time in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Do you remember what my word was?
You'd be fine with it.
There it is. You did pay attention. Yeah, I'll be fine with it, Mike. Look, hey,
I don't think so,
Mike. Okay, let me.
I think you're whistling past the graveyard right now.
Let me tell you this. Okay, 2013 training camp. Okay, I got the call from Ozzie Newsome. Just told the story earlier. Okay, I feel like I'm Mark Schlereth retelling stories for 50 times. Okay, I don't like to do it.
Okay.
I don't like to do that.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. Air knuckles.
Bam,
nicely done. That was well played.
I feel a little dirty.
That's good.
But I got to because this is kind of where we're at. All of a sudden, the Ravens wanted to look at the receivers. They're young receivers. They didn't like what they saw. So guess what? They picked up the phone and called me, a veteran player sitting on the streets. Now, you remember what I did with the Ravens in 2013, right? That great year I had with them? Balled up. No, I didn't do anything. But that's beside the point. I absolutely did nothing there. So I think that's what the Broncos are doing. There's going to be some veteran running backs that will be available. Let's take a look at our guys. Training camp's a long time. You know how hard the running back position is to figure out, to learn? Easy. Go to the 2-hole. Go to the 4-hole. That's to the right. The 1-3's to the left. I mean, come on. So it's fine. It's okay. No need to panic. No need to worry.
Yeah, but hold on. On one hand, you just said if they went in with this current group, you'd be fine.
Right.
But now you're backing it up by saying, don't worry, there'll be plenty of other veteran running backs available during camp if you need it.
Yes.
So it doesn't sound like you're fine because you're still talking about the idea of being able to go bring in another veteran running back. Why would you even bring that up? Why would you not say that I'm fine with the group we have?
Well, we're still evaluating, Mike. We still got to evaluate the guys. I mean, right now we're fine with it, but, when you crank it up, you put pads on, you're still evaluating these guys. You go through a preseason game. They do play tackle football. You still have to tackle. These guys will be put into games. And so all of a sudden, I'm going to give the ball to Estime 25 times. I want to see what he looks like. I want to see what Harvey looks like. What does McLaughlin, Badie, Watson? So we're going to put them out there and see, can they handle it or not? And then if they can't, then we'll go find another one. There's going to be some good. And then guess what? They have cut down day. You know how many good running backs are going to be available? Deep breath, Mike. It's going to be fine.
All right. Fine. There's that word again. Fine. The